Here's your WNEM TV5 news update.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Colette Boyd. Here's a look at the top stories we're following today. Well, this bout of winter weather could disrupt holiday travel plans coast to coast. Nearly 190 million Americans are under some type of winter weather advisory. Freezing cold, harsh winds, and maybe even feet of snow out there expected over the next few days. One Michigan resident, well, is hoping this winter blast does not disrupt his family's Christmas plans.
The biggest thing is making sure that we have the heaters and the electricity going so we can eat and cook for Christmas Eve.
But getting home for the holidays could be a headache for the 113 million people AAA says will be traveling over the next few days. Well, listen up, a scam alert as we prepare for the winter weather. Attorney General Dana Nessel is reminding residents to be aware of government imposters or bad actors attempting to provide relief in emergency situations. She urges residents, if their home or property is damaged from the storm, to research contractors to avoid having an emergency repair become a financial disaster. With high winds threatening potential power outages, Nessel is also reissuing a utility imposter scams consumer alert. These types of scams often involve a threat to turn off a utility unless the resident pays a certain amount of money in a short amount of time. But scammers can also impersonate a utility company to try and convince a consumer that the utility can be fixed sooner if they pay an additional fee. While the Liberty Bridge in Bay City reopens today, the bridge has been out for 10 months right now. There will be no tolls for Bay City residents until 2028. For all others, tolling starts in April 2023. Now here's Kyle with a look at your forecast.
Thanks, Colette. And a busy forecast it is for us moving forward, but thankfully this afternoon and so far since the morning hours, it has been quiet for us, and it should stay on the quiet side as we continue to move forward. And we're only going to be looking at those conditions once we get into the evening. So here's a look outside of US 10. Pavement's dry. Everybody's moving along at posted speeds out there, no issues. Flags aren't waving either. A note though, you can see some of that snow still lingering on portions of the grassy surfaces, so that means that our ground temperatures are plenty cold enough for that snow to stick once it actually starts to fall for us. Here's a look at those temperatures outside. As you can see, you can almost split us right down the middle between where our temperatures are warmer, you're talking the mid to upper 30s there, and much cooler with those lower 30s on the west side. And that's what we're going to be keeping an eye on as we move forward as far as that rain-snow line goes. So let's start out here with a look at your hour by hour. And what we have here is a few showers moving into the area as we get into the mid portions of the afternoon. Eventually, as we move later into the evening, snow takes over for the western areas. You see a little bit of snow there for the Tri-Cities as well. It'll be quick, that brief snow. Eventually, it'll turn back and forth between the rain and snow as we get later into the evening hours. Very sharp difference between the rain and snow there. Eventually, as we move forward, all of that rain will be kicked off to the east, and we'll be left with that snow lingering throughout portions of mid-Michigan, with that wind becoming gusty as well for us, and that should continue throughout much of your Friday and into portions of your Saturday. Those totals here, widespread 3 to 7, a few areas potentially getting up to 10 or 5 to 10 inches there rather. And remember, you could fall anywhere within inside of those ranges, but also with the wind out there, this is what we expect to fall, not necessarily what we expect to find in your backyard as this thing is all said and done because of that wind-blown snow. So the 7-day forecast, first alert weather days for both Friday and Saturday. Those temperatures cooling down quite a bit into the teens for the holiday weekend. It's going to be cold with a few snow showers for Christmas Day, warming up a little bit and calming down as we start the next work week.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.